Hello guys, welcome back to VS Tech. Today in this video we will see about how to configure converters and an example of CSV to XML converter. And first we're gonna go to the message transformation palette function. In the message transformation palette function, we're gonna have a converter function. In a converter function, we have 8 types of converters. And there are CSV to XML and XML to CSV and XML to JSON and JSON to XML and XML to EDI and EDI to XML converters. We're gonna have 8 types of converters in our SAP Integration Suite. And converters are used to converting data from one type of data to another type of data according to our flow designing or our requirement. We're gonna transform our data according to our requirement. And first we look into CSV to XML converter. We're gonna place a CSV to XML converter in our integration process, and we're gonna add a timer and end a message. We're gonna connect this timer to this CSV to XML and CSV to XML to end message. And we're gonna look into this CSV to XML converter. And this is the general tab. We're gonna name according to our namespacing, according to our iFlow designing. And in this processing tab, we're gonna see XML schema in the first field. XML schema is used to define on which type of structure do you want to change the CSV data to XML, like defining the XML path. We're gonna import the XSD file into this XML schema and path to target element in XSD. And this is the defining of root node and child node of the XSD. And record marker in CSV. This record marker in CSV is used like a filter, filtering the records on which type of records do you want. Only that type of records will get output as an output. For this, we're gonna use record marker in CSV. Only that type of records. For example, we're gonna take electronic items. In electronic items, we have laptops, scanners, and earphones, mobile phones, etc. In these types, we we want only scanner type of records. We're gonna define here scanner, and then we will get only scanner records in the output. And field separator in CSV. Field separator in CSV is used to defining whether our CSV data is uh, defined by colon, comma, dot, pipe, semicolon, space, tab, on which type of field separator is added to our CSV data. For this defining, that converter will make a conversion from CSV to XML. And this is the last field in this converter, exclude first line header. When we gonna add this exclude first line header, we get two types of drop down fields. There are CSV field sequence and XSD elements. If you gonna add this CSV field sequence, you are defining top of the CSV headers. Then it will take that type of headers as XML metadata. This configure CSV headers is used as to define XML metadata. We're gonna add XSD elements, and now we're gonna add a content modifier to place our CSV data. We're gonna do an alignment, and in the content modifier we place our CSV data. And in this video we will do two types of examples. First one we'll do basic, and the basic one I'm choosing serial number, name, roll number, city, and this is our CSV metadata. And in the CSV metadata we use field separator as comma, and we gonna place this whole CSV data in our content modifier. And now we will configure CSV to XML converter. In the processing tab, first we have to insert XML schema. And for the CSV, the XML schema will be like this. The root node will be students and the child node will be student. And the column names, serial number, name, roll number, city are the sub elements of the student child node. And for this XSD, the path will be root node, and the path we gonna define as slash root slash child node. Now for this XSD, the path will be, what is the root node? The root node was students. Students was the root node, and slash. The child node was student. And this is the path of this XSD. We're gonna copy and paste at our path to target element in XSD. And we're gonna insert now our XML schema. This XML schema. Select and add CSV to XML schema. I have already added CSV to XML schema in the integration suite. That's because of I am getting here CSV to XML XSD schema. And we're gonna add from this time also if we want, upload from file system here. And I'm using CSV to XML, and record marker we will use in the next example. And the field separator was comma, and the configure CSV headers to match was XSD elements. And we're gonna check this also, CSV field sequence, and we're gonna save, trace and deploy to see the output. And first we will see our body of CSV data, and this is the body of the CSV data. And now XML data, and the path we define student for this because of students is the root node, and the looping of the child node was student. That is the importance of giving the path node. And these are the CSV fields, XSD elements, metadata. And now we will do one thing. Change this XSD elements to CSV field sequence. Deploy. Output. And there will be no change because in our XSD we said serial number, name, roll number, city. Same as serial number, name, roll number, city. If we define here name as employee name, and employee ID. If we want XSD elements as output metadata. Then we gonna select XSD elements as configure CSV headers. This is the difference between CSV field sequence and XSD elements. If you want metadata as CSV according to CSV, then select a CSV field sequence. If you want XSD metadata as output, then select XSD elements. This is the difference between CSV and XSD field sequence. Now we're gonna see another example, and the another example was category product ID CSV data, and our field separator was semicolon, and the XSD was this, and the path was products and product. We're gonna change our CSV data, and now we'll configure CSV to XML converter according to our second example. So we have to change the XSD from CSV to XML to products XSD, and we're gonna also change this path from products to product, and this is our path. And we have to change this to semicolon because in our CSV we defined a field separator as a semicolon, and we're gonna define according to XSD elements and CSV fields because it was same as according to category, only category. And we will do first we will deploy, and we're gonna next add this record marker in CSV field, and now deploy. And we're gonna see output, and we have the products XML data, and in the category see notebooks, PDA organizers, notebooks, scanners, multifunction printers, speakers. In this XML, we have only two records of speakers, this one and this one. Now we will filter only the speaker category records. For that, we have to define here this record marker in CSV as speakers. One we'll see here. I'm gonna take this and place here speakers, and we will get now only two records of speakers. And our output, we get only two types of speakers because we mark a record as speakers only. And this is how gonna configure CSV to XML converter. And in the next video, we'll see about XML to CSV and other converters also. And please like, share, and subscribe. In the upcoming videos, we'll do more content on SAP Integration Suite.